Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to Direct Language Solutions. If you're watching this video, you have now seen our new website. I hope you like it. As the CTO and all things web, it would be really nice to know if you've got any suggestions, how I can make your life easier on the website, including layout. You can send me feedback. There is a picture of me up here somewhere, and just underneath you'll see an email icon. If you click on that, it will go to the email client, and you'll be able to give me suggestions and feedback that way. Okay, now the topic of this video is pronouncing H's and S's, and I'll tell you why. I was going out with a couple of my friends, and we met up with a Spanish girl. This Spanish girl is now my friend. She wasn't at the time because I didn't know who she was. And she was really interested in my British accent, although I don't think my British accent is any good. I think that it is the most uninteresting accent in the world, but I'm sure most people also think the same of their own. Submit your comments, tell me what you think. Have I got a good accent or not? The funny thing was, after listening to me speaking for a while, she handed me her telephone, and on her telephone there were the words, "Don't hurt her hair." Don't hurt her hair. Now, for her, she said to me, I cannot pronounce that. It is too hard for me as a Spanish speaker to be able to pronounce the H's in that way. Now, I have got a little tip for you guys on the H and also on the S, because a couple of days ago she told me that she had trouble with the S's. Now, I know from speaking to people that I know that come from France, the H pronunciation is also a difficult topic for them, mainly because in these languages they do not pronounce the H. Not like we do anyway. They do not pronounce the H. So let me just give you a few tips. For the H sound, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to imagine that you're cleaning a pair of glasses. Now, you take your glasses off, you put the glass to your mouth, and you go okay, that is going to be your foundation point. That's going to be the point where you can start pronouncing the H's, because that's all a H really is, especially at the beginning of a word. So we take words like house. You don't really notice that we're doing it, but it's exactly the same for you guys if you were to go house. So, but obviously over time you're going to want to close that sound a little bit. So, but for a start, it's really good. So I want you to practice the following words. It will take about 1 to 2 minutes of your time, not more. And if you practice once a week, you should have the H perfect. So here are the words that I want you to practice. House. Happy. Hi. Hello. If you can practice those words using the technique of hello, yeah? Eventually, over time, you're going to want to close that gap. So instead of saying hello, you're going to want to be going hello. You still hear a little bit of the air, but it's not so extreme and you don't notice it. So hello, house, hi, how are you? All those things, I'm pronouncing the H in a similar sort of way, but it's much, much, much shorter and much, much more unnoticeable. So that's the H's over and done with. I hope that you guys find this video helpful for the H's. Now we're going to go on to the S's. Now, the S, especially at the beginning of a word, is pronounced S, like that. So it's also another way of getting air out. What you have to do is put your tongue between your teeth and leave a gap open. So can you see that? Yeah. So then you practice blowing air, basically. S, s, s. Okay. So now you've got the principle of it. Let's practice it on a word. Let's say, for example, snake, slipper, soup, so, surprise. So if you practice those words and use what I've just done, so if you imagine a snake, some snakes, when you listen to them, go and their tongues waggling. Now, don't comment on the fact that I did a really bad impression of a snake. It was more for comical purposes, but you get the gist of what I mean. So, if you practice those words, so, snake, sliver, slimy, surprise, you should get a pretty good S. And also remember that as you're doing it, try and speed up. So instead of saying, so you could start maybe with snake, but then try and do snake, 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 snake. So then you'll get more of a pronunciation. On the ends of words, as I've just done there, the S sound is pretty much the same. So, for example, snake. So, let's do the plural. Snakes. Slippers. Surprises. That was quite a weird one because it actually ends in ses, so it's a s. So surprises. As you get better, as you can notice, it doesn't sound so apparent that we're doing that. So I could say surprise, surprise, surprises, and you don't really notice it. But if you start off like that, you'll start to get a much more better pronunciation of the H and of the S. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my first time doing a video for Direct Language Solutions. So any ideas of how I can improve my video talent, because I'll be doing a very special 30 episode YouTube video on me learning Spanish from beginning to the end of a 30-day period. Maybe we won't release the videos so often, but it's going to be my journey, and my goal is to learn Spanish within 30 days to a level that I can communicate in that language. So I'm not trying to aim for fluency, I am trying to aim for communicating. I hope if you enjoyed this video that you comment on it. I also hope that you check out our website if you haven't already and have just come here from a Facebook link or a Twitter, because we got some really good stuff going on at the moment, and we got some much better stuff coming up in the future. And once again, thanks for watching. Toodaloo.